What is going on, all the heirs over the world? This is HOL Radio. This is your host, Kalor Lee, and today we're going to be talking about upper level Omen farming teams. I know a lot of you have been asking lately what servants you should be re-rolling for in order to have an easier time with these upper level Omen stages. So let me give you some general guidelines on team building, as well as some personal recommendations for servants that you should be using. So here are the general guidelines for building an upper level Omen team. You want a tank that has elemental advantage, or neutral. You want servants with dots, or damage over time. You want a servant with an attack break. Defense buff is also nice. You want a healer, and you also want a servant that can debuff cleanse. So let me show you an example of an Omen 10 team that's pretty ideal. Let me just get to my Omen 10 team real quick. So as you can see, I'm using Ishmael as my tank. I'm using Water Lucian for dots, debuffs, and heals over time. I'm using my Fire Laura for her dots. And then I'm using Water Hail for her max attack break, as well as for debuffing cleanse, as well as a heal. So this team is pretty ideal. It doesn't get much better than this for Omen 10. You could use Water Leto instead of maybe Water Lucian. There's other things you could use, but this is pretty ideal. Now let's get to some personal recommendations for some top level servants for Omens 8 through 10. The first one is this Fire Emdra. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to call her Fire M. Fire M's pretty good for Omens 8 through 10. She has a dot. She has some heals. Very useful as a healer. The next one is going to be Fire Hide. Now this is one you're going to want to re-roll for, because this is probably the best tank that you can be using for stages 8 through 10. He has this attack break, he has a defense buff for himself, as well as his passive, which makes him only take about 30% HP. So this is really good for those upper level Omens until you get to floor 11. Another great Fire Nat 5 to have is Fire A Lucian. She has a max attack break, she has heals and revive, so if your tank dies, she can revive him. Pretty good unit for Omen 10 and 8 and 9. Let's see here. Talked about Fire Laura earlier. She's also a great unit to have for Omens 8 through 10. She's also one that you can combine right now, if you don't know where the combine menu is. It's in the summons. You go to combined. And you can only combine her for like another week or two, so make sure the people that are just recently watching get on top of that, because she's not going to be there for much longer. Alright, now let's check out some blue nat 5s and 4s, that'll be very helpful. So, talked about Water Hail earlier, probably the best healer for Omens 8 through 10, even 11. She's a great unit, it's one that I would re-roll for if you're looking for an easier time in Omen. Another good unit, probably one of the only DPS ones you'll use in higher level Omen floors, is Water Sphinx. She has a dot. She also has a passive that when she uses her combo skill, she deals back the damage. So she's really strong for Omen. As well as regular Water Hail is very good for Omen 8 through 10 as well, even used in Omen 11. She's just really good. She has a dodge, she has a defense buff, she has a shield and debuff, cleanse, and heal over time. So she's very useful for these later Omen stages. Water Lucian's also very good for Omens 8 through 10. She has, like I said, a dot, heal, debuff, cleanse. Let's see here. Any other good ones? I think that's it. No, there's Water Torhino. Water Torhino is probably at the bottom list of healers I would use for Omens 8 through 10. He's also combinable right now, but there's some better healers, but he can be used. And for greens, you can only really use these for 8, 9, and 11. However, the only ones I would really use are Green Leto and Green A Lucian. Green A Lucian has the Forest Dot, max speed buff, and defense increase, level 3. And then Green Leto's really good for Omen 11 and Heat A 10. She has 2 dots. Very well, good unit for that. Oh yeah, Regular blue Leto is also very good for floors 8 through 10 as well. She has 2 dots. She also has a defense buff as well, so she's really good for floors 8 through 10 as well. Could probably even be used for Omen 11 too. But these are the servants I would recommend you re-rolling for. Kind of the top tier ones for Omen. If you need more help with building your Omen teams, feel free to follow my Twitch channel, which will be linked in the description below. I hope this video was helpful. Look forward to more videos in the future. I'll be making some more tips, tricks, summoning videos. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And this has been Kalor Lee with HOL Radio. Thanks for watching.